right, here we go. Sarah here. Welcome back to another episode of You're Fucking Welcome. I've got a short one for you today, but one that I think is really important and really impactful. And it was inspired by a conversation that I was having with my trainer, Shannon. And she said something to me. She goes, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And of course, we've all heard, things like be the woman now, or, step into the version of yourself that you want to be, so on and so forth, right? We all have heard those things. But something for me, I don't know why, I think ready felt like such an actionable word to me that it kind of just gave me this different energetic feeling about it. But I wanted to share it with you because lately it's just been my mantra, stay ready, stay ready. And I wanted to, again, share it with you because I wanted to make sure that you are checking in with yourself around how you may or may not be staying ready when it comes to the results and the things in your life that you are saying that you want. Because here's the thing, I think so often, especially in the online space, people are talking all the time about manifesting and manifesting the results, the things that we actually want. But I don't think we're talking nearly enough about how often we are all manifesting the opposite. We are manifesting the results that are the opposite of the thing that we're saying that what we want. And so a good example of this is, let's say you are somebody who is saying that you are trying to meet a partner, date somebody more seriously, and you want to be able to do all these fun things, and you want to be able to go on date nights, so on and so forth. Right? You're saying that that's the thing that you want, and you're saying that you're going to have that someday. You're going to achieve that someday. Someday that is going to be the thing that's a real thing in your life. Meanwhile, each and every day, each and every week, you find yourself filling your calendar as full as can be with work or with other types of things, and there's actually no space in your life or in your calendar for all of those dates, for all of that fun. So it's a situation where that is you indicating to yourself, to the universe, all of it, that the thing that you actually want isn't anywhere close by anyway. It's going to happen one day again in the future, someday far from you. Because otherwise, if you felt like it was really coming, you would free up that space in your calendar to actually make room for the thing that you're saying that you want. So again, you are manifesting essentially what you don't want in that way. But if you were staying ready, again, staying ready would look like making space in your calendar or adjusting your business, adjusting your team, adjusting the way that you do things so you actually had that room and you actually had that time for if somebody were to swoop in tomorrow, you would actually have the space for it, right? Because again, we can't get what we want so often if we're not actually setting ourselves up to actually receive it and achieve it. And so I just want to give you a couple questions to ask yourself when it comes to this so that you could hopefully get into a position where you are a little bit more so staying ready for all of the things that you're saying that you want. And so the first thing is based on the things that you said you want, right? In what ways are you not ready for that thing? So let's say if you are saying that you want to, buy a house. Are you in any way, shape, or form on the path to that? Do you have a separate bank account for it? Are you making sure your finances are in order? Are you looking? Are you actually staying ready? If that perfect house were to present itself right now, would you be ready for that thing? So again, based on the things that you are saying that you want, I want you to investigate and really look at the ways in which you're not actually ready for that thing. And obviously, I'm sure you are saying in your life that you want several different things. So of course, do this exercise per thing that you're actually saying that you want. The second question to ask yourself is, how has this therefore resulted in me manifesting what I don't want? So again, that example of the calendar. If you are doing things where you are saying that I'm not ready for the thing that I want in this way, how is that actually creating for you a situation where again, you're manifesting the opposite of what it is that you're saying that you actually desire? One question to ask yourself, and this isn't obviously always the easiest question to ask yourself, but it's massively important, is why are you telling yourself you can't have what you want now? And this is, again, a basic question. And I think sometimes because it is a basic question, a lot of us find it easy to kind of gloss over or not go that in depth, or we'll write out or reflect on the things that we've reflected about in the past. And something that's really helpful for me is if I'm trying to figure something like this out, especially when it comes to something that I really, really, really want, and it's been something that has been a struggle or a desire for a while, I have had moments where I will sit my ass in a chair and literally not allow myself to do anything else. I'll close my eyes and I will envision that thing happening for me. And I'm just paying massive attention. I'm watching my thoughts essentially to pay attention to what is actually coming up when I think about getting that thing. And I say that in that way because, again, I know it sounds very simple and very basic, but this is where we refuse to not figure it out. We refuse to get distracted. We refuse to go on to the next thing. Again, it was like me really sitting there being like, I am getting to the root of this. Like I am being honest with myself, no matter how far I have to go here, no matter how deep I have to dig to really understand for myself the thoughts and the limiting beliefs that pop up and the fears when it comes to, I am saying that I want this thing. What is my subconscious brain actually saying in terms of why I can't have it? And again, not necessarily a fun exercise, but it's always so clarifying when you can actually be honest with yourself and really just be real about what it is that is going on with you that is holding you back essentially from the thing that it is that you actually want. And finally, the final question that I have for you is, what is the payoff to continuing to put this desire in the future? I know that it can feel, it can feel confusing or can feel odd so often, but at the end of the day, when we are choosing to stay comfortable or we are choosing to not fully go after everything that it is that we want, there's a payoff to that. There's a payoff to staying on the side of fear. Otherwise, we would move on. But something about staying with fear and not taking action, something about that is serving us. And so can you look at what is putting this desire off into the future actually giving me? So often, as an example, it's about you being able to protect yourself from disappointment. If you are saying you want XYZ, but you're going to have it one day, and you look at, again, what is the payoff to putting that desire into the future still and romanticizing it and, again, keeping it away from you. If you're being honest with yourself, a payoff could be that by not taking action and going towards that thing now, it sucks that I'm not getting the thing, but I also, the payoff is that I'm saving myself from disappointment. I'm not putting myself in a position where I could fail. By not trying, I don't fail. And so the payoff is not failing. Even though I'm saying I want that thing, it still feels comfortable and it still feels like it's serving me in some way to actually not be disappointed by not getting the thing I want. Again, I hope you're hearing me there, where like it's a different thing to just, oh, I'm going to have this one day and I don't have it now. That's different than trying to get that thing today and then failing at it. So again, we protect ourselves from disappointment. So that's just one example, but I want you to recognize and pay attention to what are the payoffs when it comes to why you might be putting those desires in the future instead of making them happen now. Okay. So I want you to reflect on those things. I want you to, of course, stay ready, right? I have a mastermind in the process of launching right now called Declaration. It is a 6-week mastermind, and it is dedicated to you essentially creating your dream business, you figuring out what it is that you want, everything from the money that you want to be making, how you want to be making it, what you want your team to look like, what you want to get off your plate, so on and so forth. And it is a declaration in 6 weeks around you really taking a stand for the things that you want and the things that you don't want and adjusting your business accordingly. So 6 weeks, 10 spots only, sarah-dan.com. We've got 6 live group coaching calls, hot seat coaching calls. You have a one-on-one call. We have a group Voxer chat. I'm really, really, really excited about this. And I would, of course, love to have you if this is something that you feel like, you need to make a change in your business and you need to take steps, intentional steps to get the dream business that you ultimately want. This would be a perfect fit for you. And so again, sarah-dan.com, and I'll talk to you in the next episode. Bye.